Hang on.
Hi, Maggie Owens here, and today I just want to share with you a recipe I use for stuffing the turkey and stuffing. It's a healthier version of stuffing. And first we're going to start with a tablespoon of light butter. I use Smart Balance because a lot of us in this house have some cholesterol issues. So Smart Balance helps with that. And we're going to let that melt. We're also going to just, when we need some, extra little sauteing juice there, we're just going to use some canola spray oil. And the first thing we're going to saute is the carrots. You don't have to really, they don't have to be soft or anything like that because it's going to get stuffed inside the turkey, so it'll get soft as it cooks. Okay. Oh, what else if I turn the oven on? Okay. Or the stove. Okay, so let's just let those saute for a while. We're going to add the onions. That's half a cup of chopped carrots, half a cup of chopped onions, and that was a tablespoon of light butter. So periodically I'm going to have to spray it with the cooking spray just to keep the juices. Okay. This is mushrooms. There's a couple of us in this house that aren't real keen on mushrooms, but I'm putting them in anyway, and they're cut up big enough so that we can pick them up.
There's more people that are not keen on mushrooms than are keen on mushrooms, but
I think you can tell who's not keen on the mushrooms. Spray this a little bit more. Oh, it's starting to sizzle. Love that sound. And I love that smell. Now we're going to add about 2 or 3 cloves of garlic. And I'm taking the Cheater's Way Out. I'm using minced garlic already. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, 1/4 of a teaspoon is approximately a clove. I've got a half a teaspoon here. We like garlic. So I'm going to put a little bit over a half a teaspoon, maybe a half a teaspoon and a half in here.
that would be 3/4.
Yeah.
If anybody's wondering.
Okay. There's the garlic. I don't think you can ever have too much garlic, personally, myself.
That's a lie.
Okay. And
We're not trying to repel vampires.
okay. So now you have all your ingredients in here. You've got the onions, you've got the celery, the mushrooms, onion, celery, mushrooms, carrots,
Garlic.
garlic. So we're just going to let that saute for a few minutes. Oh, it smells so good. I can't wait. And let's see. Okay. This isn't going to be going into the oven. I'm using it to stuff the turkey. We are going to add 2 to 2.5 cups of chicken broth. have the reduced sodium chicken broth, organic. There's one. There's two. And I'm not going to put the other half in yet, but I'll go ahead and pour it into the measuring cup. I don't want to make the stuffing too soggy, so I'm going to see what comes out like with just the 2 cups first, okay? So, I'm going to turn the oven off, or the stove, and I'm going to add a 14-ounce bag of Pepperidge Farms herb seasoned stuffing mix. This is like my most favorite stuffing. I use it every year, have for many, many years. I'm going to pour it in slowly. Mix it up. But you're going to use the whole bag. This makes quite a bit of stuffing. It makes about a half a cup serving size. It makes about 16 servings. So, but we love stuffing. So that's,
We definitely eat more than 1 serving per person.
yeah.
At least I do. Looks like we'll need
I am going to need the half of cup of
chicken broth.
chicken broth. I might even need a little bit more than that, it looks like. Now your stuffing is going to moisten up inside the turkey too, so you want to get it all nice and wet, moist, whatever. I don't use the giblets and the whatever else comes inside the turkey. I don't use that and cut it up in my stuffing. I'm not a big fan of that. I do use that when I make turkey stock after we take all of the meat off of the turkey after Thanksgiving. I'll make a turkey stock and I will put that into the turkey stock for flavoring, but I will also throw it out at the end. I'm just not a big fan of that.
Yeah, we don't like eating guts and nasty stuff.
To put it bluntly.
Yeah. People want honesty.
That is true. Okay, so here we have our stuffing. It's ready to go into the turkey, and I'll see you back in a few minutes when we're stuffing the turkey. Thank you. Hi, Maggie Owens here again, and now we're going to stuff the turkey, and I'm going to show you a little trick I've been using on my turkeys for several years now. It's somebody, it's something that a coworker from a while back told me how to do, and it really makes the turkey taste good, and it comes out really moist. So, but first we're going to stuff it. I've cleaned it, I've dried it out, so now we're going to stuff it. You don't want to overstuff it and like really pack it because it expands as it cooks. So just put it in there. I put the stuffing in on both ends. on this end, and I also put some in the neck area. And I like it peeking out. And my first mistake of the day, I should have done the neck area first. But whatever. We'll make it work. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I can still get it in there. Okay. I washed my hands. I'm just gonna put it in with my fingers. Stuff it in here just a little bit. That's good. And then you're going to tuck this over. And under. Okay, so there you have your stuffed turkey. Heavy little guy, and he's only 14 pounds, but I'm going to add a little bit more here. The rest of the stuffing you can cook in the oven on 350 for maybe 20 minutes or so. And now what I do is I add butter underneath the breast skin. And I don't know about you, but I love crunchy turkey, brown turkey skin. So you separate the skin on the breast.
You want to talk about that a little?
And you just put your hand in between the breast meat and the skin, and you're just gonna tear,
Feel the nastiness of the skin separating from the breast.
And you're gonna, using sliced, a bar of butter is much easier.
But again, we don't use regular good butter. Just kidding. We use Smart Balance, which is just as good, but it's not real butter.
To me, it tastes like real butter. So you're just gonna slice up some butter and stick it all underneath the skin that you've lifted from the breast meat.
You can see it.
And what happens is it just makes it so moist and nice and brown. When we first put the turkey in the oven, we're going to put some aluminum foil over it so that we don't want the skin to burn. And then maybe, last 20 minutes or so, we'll take the aluminum foil off, and it'll make the skin nice and brown and crisp. This is also a little hard because I just got it out of the freezer. So, my bad, I did not buy stick butter. Okay, so you got some butter up there. You can put as much as you want, you can add some more if you want to. It just makes it really nice and moist. And then I also cut 3 sprigs of rosemary from, it's fresh from my rosemary bush outside. And I put that on the opening right here too. You know, you see a little bit of green sticking out. It's kind of pretty, but it really gives it a good flavor as well. Okay? And then you can rub the outside with salt and pepper. I don't do a lot of salt because there's people that also suffer from high blood pressure in this house, so I don't want to use a lot of salt. Let me just run and get the pepper real quick. Just going to sprinkle some fresh pepper up here. And I'm going to take a little bit of canola oil and put it on my hands and just rub it into the turkey all over the place so that the turkey really, you know, gets nice and brown. So, and there you have it. It is ready to go into the oven. It's a 14-pound turkey. I have the oven on 325, and it will cook somewhere around 3.5 hours. So, there you go. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.